Hello, this is my video on my a little walkthrough of my game, and I'm going to be talking through all the stages and what my thought process was throughout all the sections of the level in my Nightbreed level. So first of all, I want to start here. So obviously through my what do you call it? Through my inspirations, I mainly used Immortal of the Phoenix and Tomb Raider, and I tried to give that tomb type vibe with everything. It's not a dark place. It's not it's this area, like its atmosphere isn't dark. It's actually light. It's actually bright to show to relate to my inspiration as much as I could. I did this thing back here, kind of just to show a bit more of like how to explain it, kind of like a bit of story behind it, if that makes sense. Like showing where they've came from. It's not just a blank spot behind them. It's like they've came up some stairs and there's something leading down there, but the player can't go there because obviously it has nothing to do with the this level. But yeah, let's keep going. Got some statues here, just little things. I do a little camera switch here just to show that there's a door right here. As I don't know, it doesn't really show it here, if that makes sense. It doesn't really show it that well. And then yeah, right here we have a little I like to think of it as like a little prison room, because you got these little doors. You got a broken door there. You got another door there, and then yeah. But mainly this section is just to show off a couple traps, couple just a little aesthetic in a way. It's not necessarily like got anything insanely related to the level, but yeah, that's what I got going so far with that. Next bit um is this old still parkour sport. It's not anything crazy, because the whole point in this entire section is as soon as you enter through the door, you're going through a trial. Like you're going through trials, to um get to the treasure. And there's like multiple trials that you have to go through in order to get to this treasure. And then next, you go down here. Um, you go take this elevator and you go down. I'm not gonna use the save games because if I mess up, it messes up my stuff. But yeah, you touch this platform thing to open the door, and this is like the first proper like what do you call it? Proper like trap area, I guess. And yeah, you got a couple traps here and there doing their thing, and then you can avoid them like that. And you can get health here if you do end up taking any damage. Now this section, there's actually a secret section here. Only you can only find it if you're really like exploring. Now this part, you have to do a bit of parkour to get to it. It's right here. Break this wall 3 times, and I tried to make it as like clear as possible that there is something here. With the lights, because I know lighting is very useful in games, especially single player games, especially if they're not what's it called? If there's no like map or anything like that. Like you want to use lights, like Outlast and how they do it. But yeah, this is like a little secret section. Obviously, you can't go here because you need a key, you need a copper key. So we'll go look for that now. But yeah, that's the secret part, and then that also gives a bit of backtracking as well. So when the player collects the key, they can go and backtrack to get the chest. And this section here, it's like a little hidden spot that you only find again if the player is exploring. Um, but yeah, here's the key, the copper key that the player was looking for. Take this elevator back up to the main platform, and then you use this parkour section, and then open the door, and you can collect this chest. Oh, you actually need 9 key to get the chest. But yeah, then you can speak to this dude, and then obviously I need gold. I'm kind of broke, so I can't get anything at the moment. But yeah, you speak to this dude, and then he would give you whatever. But yeah, you can't actually get this chest because it's broke. But yeah, we'll keep moving. All right. Now, as soon as as soon as you see another door, like this, after you've done after you've done the whole section, that means the trial's finished. That means the whole section is done. That part's a bit easy because I want to get the player familiar with like the mechanics, with jumping, with attacking things and avoiding traps and stuff like that, just to be aware of what stuff is going on. This section, just a little aesthetic again, just to show the kind of where the player is and how important the area is around them, and it's not just a blank sky behind next to them. This is another save point, just so the player just to show that the player is going into a new section of the level where they could die. I'm hoping I don't die, because then I'd have to restart everything. But yeah, and I've added like little sections so the player can't just jump past the what you call it, the map. I've made sure that the player can't speed run and jump past sections that they're not supposed to be. And yeah, this is the next part. You jump down, and then the camera kind of changes. And this is because there's enemies, and I tried to show that through red lights. And yeah, these red lights will basically indicate to the player that there's enemies nearby, or there's danger. And yeah, so you jump up here, and then there's the first enemy. He's running around, and you gotta time it right. So when he's looking back, and I timed it terribly. But yeah. Then next part, jump up here, and then there's another enemy. Mate, and then he's dead. And then you jump up here, and then you collect this key. Now I'm pretty sure this is the iron key that you needed for that chest. You go get some health, which is there, and then you can do more backtracking. You can go back. Now the good thing about this is, at first we saw that you had to, that we dropped all the way down and there was no way to get back up. And what I've done is I've made it so when you touch this key, touch this platform, it opens a door, and then you use that key, and then you can collect the first chest, gives you a bit of money, and then there's this wall here that you can break, and then it can take you all the way back to the original spot, and then the camera also resets. I might change that and make a reset when you break the wall instead. But yeah, you do a bit of parkour, and then you can get to this dude back here again, and then you can also get the chest, and then you can speak to him. So now I've got 1,000 gold, so I can now collect 2 different boosts. I want strength and hearts. I don't know what the hell those do, but yeah, now we've got strength and hearts, so we can go back. And luckily, because we opened that door, we can just do this, and we can jump over this and just start from where we're at. That's another bit of backtracking I made. Obviously the camera goes back to how it was. Alright, and now we are back where we were. So now, this part I added a little cutscene, so I'm gonna shut up and let it do its thing. That cutscene, and then now this trap will start chasing you. It's like a little chasing thing, kind of a bit like Indiana Jones or something like that. And then you collect the key. I'm dead. All right, so I'm back to where I was. This part, so obviously I died, but this part, obviously you would spawn here after you die, so you can just immediately retry. But you have to actually time it right. Now the problem is there's no way of knowing where the trap is, so can I have to risk? Actually, I'm gonna use the save point. So at least when I die, I can just spawn back here. Now, all right, and now the proper chase starts. And oh no, these don't deal damage because I don't want to pressure the player. And so yeah, you collect the key. It's all about fast. Alright, let's try it one more time. We're not gonna mess up this time. Collect the key. Boom. Get the key. Oh. I'm actually so bad at this game. And yeah, next, and then you crouch through here as quick as you can. And boom. You made it. I suck at that part. But it's a little fun part for the player to get a bit of adrenaline to when they're getting chased and stuff. You know, kind of gets a player a bit more excited and, you know, not bored to just collecting stuff and fighting little enemies. It's like actually a big enemy that comes and chases you. And then yeah, this is the next part. Next, you just do this little parkour spot where to get back to the surface of the map. You can let this little shield. No, it's actually the flowers actually take up the hitbox flow. But yeah, you collect the key. Not the key. You collect the shield, and then yeah, you can travel to this next section, and open the door, and there's another cutscene. Alright, so now we gotta fight this mini boss. He's basically protecting the main boss. Ouch. Let's go and use a save point, because I'm definitely not doing this first try. Collect the big gold key. I'm actually spawned these things are actually spawned a bit to the side, so I need to move those. But yeah, now we enter the boss room. That's showing the final chest, the main chest the player is trying to collect. The whole point of this battle. You'd use this little ducking area to hide from these floating heads because there's just so many of them. Right under here. You can time it. So damn loud. Now he's dead and we win. Now that part of the level, I wanted to basically make it so. Let me actually turn this down, because I want to explain. I want to explain this part. So this part of the level, I wanted to basically make it so, well, the boss part of the level, I wanted to make it so. It's like got a whole new vibe to it. I wanted to make it so when you're you know, when you're fighting this guy, it's not like the red fires, it's not like the normal fires, it's actually it's blue to show that this is like an important section of the level. Because I believe using color theory, I'm pretty sure blue shows like status and importance. So I tried to use that in order to show that this room is super important to the player and they need to win this fight. But yeah, that's basically all my bits of the level. Yeah, there's more. It goes more in depth in the. It goes also in depth in the game design document as well. I talk about the game flow, the game level, and each section of the level as well. But yeah, thanks for watching.